Hi, everybody. This is Elizabeth Cermak from Your Highest Light, Master Life Coach and Spiritual Coach. And I'm so excited today. I couldn't be more excited. I'm so excited today to be here with Amy Westmoreland, who is a professional manifesting coach. She is amazing. Amy, is that what you call yourself, professional manifesting coach, correct?
Yeah, whatever. I don't, yeah. I'm a manifesting coach. I help people manifest.
She helps people manifest. She is the master manifester. So I'm so excited to have her here. We've actually been friends since like third grade.
Yeah, we grew up together in the same town. We went to elementary school, junior high, and high school together. And, we lost touch because this is before the internet. And, before like everyone had like smartphones and everything. And then we reconnected a few years ago and we were like, oh my gosh, we're both into manifesting. We're both life coaches. And it was amazing.
It's just amazing. Like I never thought I would have met you again, over social media and through what we do. So it's just so cool. I'm so grateful for the internet and for social media. I love it.
Yeah, because I moved away. I don't live in the Midwest anymore, but you're still trucking along in the snow. You're brave.
Yes, I know. Not forever. So this is part 2 of our series we're talking about self-love and inner peace and manifesting from a place of both self-love and inner peace. So the last video we did was on Amy's channel. So go ahead and check out her channel, Illuminating Joy. And so we talk about how it is so important. And you guys know me, you know that self-love is huge with what I do and cultivating inner peace. I have a group now going on that's called From Fear to Love, and how inner peace is so important to me in my life. And when I have manifested from a place of inner peace, I've just manifested better, bigger things, and because I'm already happy, and so we talked about in our previous video about how the manifestation isn't really going to make you happy. You have to already cultivate that happiness and inner peace with what you have. Otherwise, you're too needy about it. So do you want to share anything?
Yeah, and it's interesting because I think people talk about this all the time, like, get happy first. Although I will say you can manifest without being happy first. It's totally possible. But if you want to like stay happy when you get the manifestation, that's an inside job. Like be happy before, during, and after. That's a personal you job. A you job?
Yeah, totally. I know what you mean.
That just sounds weird. So basically, what happens in the manifesting community is you keep hearing this over and over again. Like, it's not going to make you happy, or you have to be, cultivate it yourself. And I, as a coach, and I'm sure you as a coach here, yes, but I will be happy when I win the lottery, when I find my dream relationship, and I'm like, momentarily, yes, you will be happy. But then when that high wears off, you're still left with yourself. And people don't realize that they are even setting it up that way because they don't have an awareness. I didn't have an awareness for a long time about it, so totally no judgment. But they don't have an awareness that they are actually still looking for the outcome and the manifestation to provide that for them. And it just doesn't. You provide that for yourself. And when you really get that, it's a game changer in your manifesting.
Yes, totally. It reminds me of like manifesting money. So like if you manifest money from a place of fear, and if you still, that fear you still have. Like I said in our last video, I wanted to manifest inner peace. Like it was an inner job that I really wanted. But so when you think about people who get all the money that they want, but then they're very fearful because they're afraid of losing it, or they're afraid of what's going to happen next, or whatever it is, or they can't enjoy the money because they're too fearful. So like, if you can manifest it from a place of, and I know we say it like it's so easy. I know it's not always this easy, but when you manifest it from a place of joy and like already feeling peaceful, then you're not depending on it for your happiness.
Right, because you're happy anyway. So it completely changes the attachment level you have. Now, we all have a slight bit of attachment to something that we want to experience. That's normal.
Right.
But we're talking about like the extreme attachment, which will block the manifestation because you're saying, I don't have it. I need it to make me happy. I need it to fulfill my needs. And when you are coming from a place of self-love, inner peace, you're like, I would really like that. That would be great. My life is already amazing. It's a cherry on top type of thing. And so it really helps eliminate the attachment issue. And also, we were talking about focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were going to mention focus.
So yeah, so that Amy and I were talking before this, and we're talking about just the relation between inner peace and manifesting. And I was saying one of the things is your focus. So like I always train people in my inner peace training that we have to get rid of the stuff we don't want in our lives, right? We have to get rid of the junk, the things in our environment that we don't like. We have and we have to make room and space in our mind for the universe, for God, whatever. So this is helping, so that helps your focus because you're focusing on what you actually want. You're focusing on your values, what you want in your life. And manifesting is all about focus. You want to you want to be able to focus your mind and not, you want to get rid of all the junk, right? All the stuff that's going to resist, that's going to keep it away. So I believe that when you cultivate more inner peace, you become a better manifester because your focus is better.
Right. Yeah, and that's why meditation is also so heavily promoted in the law of attraction and manifesting and deliberate creation community. Because when you meditate, you quiet all of that chatter, the clutter, the resistance in your mind. And again, meditation is something you practice as well and you get better at it. And you can become more focused on like a laser beam on what it is you want, and also generate the feeling of having it, feeling good in that meditation and that focus, that visualization. But you can carry it throughout the day. The happier you are with yourself without the manifestations happening first, without the promise of them even.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people think they're happy while they're manifesting, but they're actually happy because they think they're going to get the manifestation.
Yeah, right.
Right, and that I've done that.
I've done that too. That's like, oh yeah.
And then when it doesn't happen at the right time or it doesn't happen the way you want, there's a tantrum, a mini meltdown about it.
It's a downer, yeah.
Yeah, it's a downer, yeah. And so I think that being able to focus clearly on what you want while feeling good is what you're cultivating as a skill to be able to manifest. That's how you select it into your experience. And if you come out of that and then you go into stressing, being stressed out and beating yourself up and talking down to yourself and pressuring yourself, what you focused on kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
Yes. Oh, totally. Because you're trying to get rid of stuff, or it's just like you're just taking care of stuff during the day. Like you're trying to stay above water type of thing.
Yeah. And I think too, so we've talked a lot about like what it is, how to do it is really interesting because again, it's not an intellectual thing. I used to think it was an intellectual thing. Like, I know I love myself, whatever.
Yeah.
But then when I started to feel it, and it's the same feeling you have when you feel love for somebody else, whether it's a family member or, a child or a grandparent or a pet. When you feel that towards yourself, you're like, oh, it's a feeling. And when you tap into it, it becomes clear that, no, you don't need this to manifest because you manifested tons of stuff before it. But why would you do anything else other than feel good on the way to the manifestation, right? Like it becomes like a clear winner of choices.
Yes, totally. Because it's not dependent on anything. Self-love is not, it's not dependent on the way you look that day or whatever. It's just, it just is. Just like how you love somebody else, it's not, when you unconditionally love somebody, it's not dependent on anything.
Yeah. So I want to say that when unconditionally loving yourself seems hard, and sometimes people are like, they're thinking it intellectually, but when you feel it.
Yeah. So tell us how to feel it.
So the way that I did it, I accidentally did it. And then I was like, oh, what's this? So I was doing some affirmations on a walk, and I was thinking like, I am loved. You say the affirmation, like, yeah, I'm loved or whatever. And then I said, I feel loved. So I was like, I am loved. I feel loved because I am loved. And then I started repeating it, and the feeling generated in me. And now I use it for everything. Like I'll say, I am beautiful because I feel, or I am beautiful. I feel beautiful because I am beautiful. To generate the feeling. Because sometimes if you just use the I am statement, it doesn't necessarily always bring the feeling up if you haven't cultivated it yet. So you could say, I feel amazing. I feel healthy. I feel loving. I feel kind. I feel compassionate. You could use it for anything. But to generate the feeling, I say, I feel, dot, 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 dot.
I
It's
love
like, yeah, super easy.
Yes, I mean, I think it's easy, it's simple, but it's not. I think it's a lot of people are missing that because a lot of like affirmations and about manifesting and stuff, they just say I am, you
Yeah.
know. And why are we saying I am when it's really manifesting's about the feeling anyway? So, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so I just go back and forth between them. I am, I feel, I am, I feel. Um, and then what happens is after you practice that particular one for a while, like I feel amazing, let's say, then it's automatic. You don't have to keep practicing it. So say it repeatedly for a few minutes and you'll start to have this positive feeling come up. And then do it again the next day and then the next day. And then like a couple weeks later, you'll just say, I feel amazing, and the feeling will come up immediately because you've practiced it. And then now I have access to feelings all across the board that are these really positive, happy, amazing feelings that I can just say at any point during my day and feel independent of anything else happening in my reality.
That's amazing. So when
Yeah.
you get that high vibe, that feeling, do you put the manifestation out there?
Yeah, and that's a great time to manifest when you're feeling that. Because if you're feeling really good and then you focus on what you want, it's kind of got all of that oomph behind it in a sense. Yeah, so I'll do that. So you can do like self-love first to get into that feeling and then do your focusing if you want. Or you could just do focusing and then get into the feeling. It works both ways. Some people practice it different ways, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that. I love that the exercise, obviously. So yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap up for today. Thank you so much, Amy, for being on here. I so much appreciate it. And if you guys check her out, she's an awesome coach. Amy Westmoreland, Illuminating Joy. You can find her on Instagram as well.
Thank you. No, thank you so much for having me. And it is so great that we finally have had an opportunity to do this. We've been talking about this for a while now.
Yes, I know. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you later. Bye.
Bye.